calibrate the pumps, they must be charged. If the pumps have not been charged within the past 48 hours, you must recharge the pumps prior to sampling. Start the pumps so they can be warming up. They need to run at least 3 minutes before you begin the calibration. Be sure to verify the pump flow rates in an area where you are not exposing the media and equipment to the contaminant, like an office setting. All pumps have the lab calibration information on the field pump data sheets provided. Set up the pumps with the correct media in line with the field rotameter as shown. The order of the components for calibration is pump, short length of tubing, constant pressure controller, long length of tubing, adjustable low flow holder, sorbent tube, and rotameter. Use a tube breaker to break both ends of the tube to provide an opening at least 1/2 the internal diameter. Insert the open sorbent tube into the holder's rubber sleeve with the arrow on the tube pointed toward the holder. If the tube does not have an arrow, then place the end of the sorbent tube with the smallest sorbent section, backup section, into the tube holder toward the pump. Connect the rotameter to the exposed end of the sorbent tube. The adjustable low flow holder allows flow adjustments in the low flow range between 0.1 and 0.5 liters per minute. Do not adjust the pump itself at any time while verifying calibrations. Only the low flow holder should be adjusted. With everything sitting on a level, flat surface, check the ball float in the rotameter. Adjust the flow rate by turning the flow adjustment screw on the adjustable low flow holder until the rotameter indicates the desired flow. Be sure to take your rotameter reading at eye level and use the center of the float for the value. Do not adjust the flow on the pump at this point. Only adjust the flow on the low flow holder. After you are satisfied with the flow rate, record the value on the field pump data sheet. Remove the sorbent tube. Cap both ends and mark it for use in the post-calibration you will be performing after sampling is completed. Remove the rotameter and attached tubing. Use a tube breaker to break both ends of another sorbent tube to provide an opening at least 1/2 the internal diameter. Insert this open sorbent tube that you will use for sampling. Place the appropriate size tube cover over the sorbent tube and screw it in place onto the low flow holder. Remember, a field blank should be collected for each sample set and should accompany the monitor during all periods except actual sampling. For more detailed information, watch the Galson Field Blanks instructional video. After sampling is completed, turn off the pump, remove the tube cover, remove the sorbent tube, and immediately seal the tube on both ends with the red caps provided. Label the tube. A post-calibration must be performed on the pump. Perform the post-calibration the same way you did the pre-calibration, using the marked calibration sorbent tube, but do not make any set screw adjustments. Just record the flow rate on the pump calibration sheet. The pre and post rates should be within 10% of each other. If they are, average the flow rates to determine the flow rate to be used to calculate the air volume. All rotameters are calibrated against a primary standard quarterly. This calibration formula is located on the side of the field rotameter. Take the average rotameter reading and plug it into the calibration formula found on the side of the rotameter to determine your actual flow rate. Multiply the flow rate, LPM, by the total time sampled in minutes to get the air volume in liters. Record the total liters on the field pump data sheets and the chain of custody. If the post-sampling rates are not within 10%, OSHA considers the samples screening samples, and if the analytical results show high levels, resampling is recommended. Then, complete the chain of custody form. It is important that you include all the information requested in order to ensure the turnaround time of your samples. Remove the pink copy and keep this for your records. Send the white and yellow copies in with the samples to the lab in the large Ziploc bag. Please place any unused media inside the Ziploc bag, marked with the orange unused media label. This will indicate that these items should not be analyzed and will be properly disposed of by Galson Laboratories.
Questions? Contact SGS Galson by phone or IH Live Chat.